Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you, 8th class. I'm here to teach you people from online sport program from APS Khanewal. Week is first. We are going to start our first week on 1st April. Today is Wednesday and I'm your teacher, Miss Ikra Tanveer. I'll teach you maths and I'm going to teach you through online sport program from APS Khanewal. Let's move to the lesson that what we have to do. First, we are moving when I'll move to the lesson. I just want to do the brainstorming of some concepts that is ratio and simultaneous equation. That what is ratio? Ratio is a ratio is an indicated quotient of two quantities. Every ratio is a fraction and all ratios can be described by a means of fraction. The ratio of x and y is written as x ratio y. Okay. Now look at again the first line. A ratio is an indicated quotient of two quantities. Like there are two quantities in the ratio and every ratio is a fraction. Most important thing, every ratio is a fraction and all ratios can be described by means of fraction. Okay, every ratio can be described as a fraction, like p over q form we can write in the p over q form we can, and also we can write with the ratio sign. Okay, over here two dots are there, you can see the two dots and these two dots are for the ratio. It can also be represented as, you can write in both ways, like you can write x ratio y and you can also write in the fraction form x over y. So comparison of two quantities, two things, that is called ratio. When you have two quantities, two things, it can be x and y, you can use any variable, any letter of from alphabet you can use for the ratio. You can use any number, you can write any quantity for the ratio. Okay, you have done the questions in the seventh class of the ratio, like you solve the ratios in the triangles, you solve the ratios in the different quantities, because we are using the ratios in the different fields, like in the medical field, in every field we are using the ratios, like ratio of death, ratio of new birth. All these things are we are compiling with the help of ratio. So this is the ratio. Let's move to the next thing. That what is the next thing? Simultaneous equations. Now what are the simultaneous equation? Characteristics of simultaneous equation. I'll just explain the characteristics, like qualities or properties of simultaneous equation. Involves two variables, usually in x and y. Always, what is the simultaneous equation? Involves two variables. Then involves two equation, one linear and other non-linear. Two properties are there. One is that involves two variables. It can be it will be x and y, usually x and y. It can be z, like x and z, y and z. Then involves two equations. There are two equations, simultaneous equations, and one is linear and other is non-linear. And now what is linear and what is non-linear? Linear equation with one variable and highest power is one, and non-linear equation where variable power is more than one. Okay, that is called non-linear. And when you will talk about the linear equation, then power will be one. Okay, fine. Next, move to the next step. What are simultaneous equation? Over here, look at the screen. You have two equations, x plus y is equal to 5 and 2x plus 5, 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. Okay, when you have variables, like variable mean x and y are variable, its mean variable can be changed, it can vary, and 5 is constant, it can't change, it remains same. First point, suppose we have two equations. These two equations, we know that there are lots of possible pairs of values for x and y and fit to the first equation. Yes, in the first equation we can put lots of pairs for the x and y, we can put any value for the x and y. And same as for the second one, we can put any value in the second equation and we can find many pairs for the second equation. Next, this one was the brainstorming of ratio and simultaneous equation. What we have to do, we have to do today, objective of today's lesson is, topic is AFL. We are going to solve AFL for today. We will able to solve common mistakes of final term paper of mathematics. मैथ्स के पेपर में आपने जो जो mistakes की थी हम आज वो solve करेंगे. That is the objective of the today's lesson. And next, success criteria. Okay, at the end of the lesson, we will be able to solve common mistakes in the final term paper. Okay, at the end of the lesson you people will be able to find able to solve the common mistakes, and you will be able to understand the concepts more clearly. You have done the mistakes, common mistakes in the paper, and topic is assessment for learning, that is AFL. Okay, move to the system of equations or simultaneous equation. A pair of linear equation in two variables is said to form a system of simultaneous linear equation. For example, we have two equations over here: 2x minus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0, and x plus 7y minus 1 is equal to 0. Form a system of two linear equations in variables and x and y. We can solve these two equations with different methods. We have different methods, like we have graphical method, we have substitution method, and one is vanishing method, where we vanish the one variable and we got the value of the second one. As it is, we have the graphical method. Okay, you people have made mistakes in the graphical method, so I'll discuss graphical method over here. Substitution method, when you will put the value of one variable and find the second one value. Okay, next, for the graphical method, the most important concept for the graphical method, that if you have two parallel lines in the graphical method, then we will say that this is inconsistent system, like no solution is there, because parallel lines, there is a property of parallel line, they are not able to intersect each other. When they are not able to intersect, it's mean there is no solution. हमेशा solution हमारे पास तभी आएगा जब दो lines क्या करेंगी, intersect करेंगी. This graph shows two distinct lines that are parallel. Since parallel lines never cross, then they can be no be intersection. That is, for a system of equation that graph as parallel lines, there can be no solution. This is called an inconsistent system of equation, and it is this one, blue line and green line. This is inconsistent system of equation. There is no solution. Okay, if you have these types of life in the graphical method, you will write that there is no solution, this is inconsistent. Okay, over here I have the one question for the graphical method. I have two equations. Equation number one is y is equal to x square minus 2, and then equation number two is, that is 2x plus 1. So I have to make the table for both two equations. One table is red and the second table is white. Okay, I'm in equation number one, I'll put the value of x by my choice, and then I'll take the value of y easily. Like for example, I'm putting minus 3 over here, then it will be 9. 9 minus 2, it will be 7. And if I'll put minus 2, it will be 4. 4 minus 2, it will be 2. And then I'll put minus 1, it will be positive 1. 1 minus 2, it will be minus 1. Okay, just three values are enough to find any line. You can put four values easily. In the red table, look at the, we have just put the three values, and then we got the a table of x and y. Now red line is mentioning over here equation number 2, and this one white line is mentioning equation number 1. Okay, now look, they are intersecting at 2 points. One is this and the one is this. Okay, we got the value of x and y. If we have the parallel lines, then there is no solution. But if we have the other lines that are intersecting each other, किसी एक point पे meet कर रही हैं, किसी एक point पे intersect कर रही हैं एक दूसरे को, then that one line is called correct equation, and there is solution also. Okay, next move to the question. This is question from your final term paper, that given triangles are similar, answer this question. Concerning the lengths of the side, I have just make the solution to clear your concept. I hope you'll understand. Okay, let's move to the solution. I have mentioned over here one triangle. Look at the triangle. Okay, over here triangle, we have the value m is equal to 15, and over here 18, and n is unknown to us. We have to find the unknown, and we also have to find m over n, which is ratio. I'll use the Pythagoras theorem, because triangle is right angle triangle, angle is 90 degrees, so I'll use c square is equal to a square plus b square. Now c square, hypotenuse is, we have n, which it will be n square, and a value is 18, it will be 18 square, and base is 15. So I'll use the 15 square. 18 square, it will be 324, and 15 square, it will be 225. When I'll add these two values, it will be 549, and n square is equal to 549. I'll take square root on both sides. On both side I'll take the square root, and when I'll take the square root, square will be cancelled with the square root will be cancelled with the square, and then I'll take the 549 square, it will be 23. Ratio, base over hypotenuse, base is 15 and the hypotenuse value is n, which is 23. I'll put 15 over 23. This is called the ratio when you are going to find in the any figure in any triangle. Okay, I hope you people are now understanding the concept that how you have to find the ratio from the triangles, from the any other shape we can find the ratios. Okay, next, if you have any question about the today's lesson, just do the practice of this one question, and all these definition I have revised in this lesson. Just revise all these definition and write down these definition on your any register and submit your assignment on AIS to me. Then I'll check your assignment, and if I'll find any mistake, then I'll give you the remarks. You have to correct that one mistake. But if you have any question, then just ask in your assignment that you didn't understand that one concept clearly. I'll explain in the next video again. And but at the end, be happy at your home, stay at your home, and be safe at your home. Do wonderful activities, do maths magics, and search from the YouTube maths magics and different maths activities, and send all these magics and all these activities on AIS for to me. I'll check all these activities and I'll share my activities with you people. And be happy. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.